Hi, this is Christian. A few days ago, I came to watch and listen to a powerful talk by Shirley Turkles, a psychologist and a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where she stated her view on the technology and how it affects people's psychological state in life. Today, I'm going to give my reflection about her speech and TED Talk on the intriguing topic she proposed: connected but alone. As I listened to Shirley Turkles from the start up to the end of her 19-minute talk, I could say that she is one of the best and profound speaker I ever heard of. She really have said all what is evidently happening now in our time. And I completely agree with all her views she discussed in her speech. Yes, today technology seems to change how we people live our lives. As a result of this advancement in technology over the years, we people have become more connected in this world. Through our gadgets and the internet, we were able to connect with people anytime we want. We do texting, emails, posting, and uploading bits of our lives in the virtual world. And for most people, they think that's already good enough to say we're having connection with each other. But is it really driving us to real connections? Are we people finding real connections, that genuine type of intimacy, through this or not? When we have said that technology has helped us in many ways, but it's actually losing us on the other side. Just like Sherry mentioned on her speech, we're letting it take us places that we don't want to go. And that line is a real slap of reality. You see, billions of people in this generation become more and more reliant on their cell phones. And worse, they become so addicted to it that almost a day they would just spend their time facing screens, scrolling down and swiping through pages. It happened that we expect more from technology and less from each other, like what Sherry mentioned. We or in nowadays it has caused face-to-face conversation to become less desirable when you can simply use online connectivity to talk to your friends, classmates, and family without having stress and complexity. However, losing the real sense of conversation, the real communication that we truly need as humans. It's not at all how we used to build interactions and relationships to one another. It has changed. We tend to value more fostering connections, but not in real conversations. According to Shirley Torkles, as she describes it, I share, therefore I am. I could relate to this too well, being too open about my emotions on my social media accounts, but in the real world, real time, real place, I usually hide it when I'm away from screen. And I admit it's affecting my whole being. It's changing the way how I look and perceive things around me for real. I shortchange myself. We shortchange ourselves rather, like Sherry stated in her lines. I can't deny it's also happening to me. In some situations, people perhaps tend to attend to some events in their lives, but only pick part of it that interests them, where they will begin trying to listen for a second or two to what is being shared, or later on, the process would end up out of nowhere. We go out to hang out with friends and families, but only to put attention on our devices in the place. Similarly, when I'm out with my friends, we tend to give much focus on our cell phones, uploading pictures and updating social media, but the fact that we have met up instead of making the time memorable by having conversations. It's like we already have replaced the purpose of having personal interactions and proper conversations with one another to express the self within us. It's happening that we're connected but alone at the moment. We're getting used to a new way of being alone together. The term used by Shirley Turkles to describe us because we want to be with each other but also elsewhere. Our gadgets would bring us into. Moreover, Shirley Turkles also assumed that we're lonely but we're afraid of intimacy. But it's true. The connection that technology has plugged between humans is causing isolation to us. May it sound like a good thing, but it's absolutely not. It's literally changing our minds and hearts to a point that we come to neglection of our personal connection in real life for the bare illusion of companionship we dive in the virtual reality. But it's not too late to change this behavior that's slowly desolating our true definition. Clearly, technology appeared to help humanity, but let us also put in mind the limitations we should ponder along the way. Connection is important, but real conversation is deeply what we need. We need people to talk to. They need us. They does not support the change that makes us you feel different and isolated from the world. Instead, find and bring about making a change to converse with everyone else around you. Share your thoughts to the world by making this life a better place to live in, and let opportunity be not waste by spending a quality interaction in the real world. Thank you.